You're listening to Contusion Broadcasts, where music leaves a mark, and the stories behind the music hits even harder.
Discovery gets attention, sure, but return is what builds anything that lasts. In the last episode, we broke down how streaming actually works, not as a system that pushes songs, but one that measures behavior, and more specifically, return behavior. So if that's what the system rewards, then the real shift isn't happening in music, it's happening in how people listen. Because what we're seeing now is a move away from discovery and toward something more repeatable. For a long time, discovery was everything. Getting heard meant radio play, playlist placement, viral moments. If people found your music, that was the win. And naturally, the focus became, how do I reach more people? Because attention felt like the scarce resource. But attention was never the end goal. It was the entry point. What actually mattered, even then, was what happened after. Did people stay? Did they come back? The difference now is that streaming makes that behavior visible and measurable. What changed wasn't that discovery disappeared. It's that discovery became easy. There's no shortage of new music, no shortage of recommendations, no shortage of content competing for attention. So discovery lost its value as a differentiator because everyone has access to it, which means what matters now is what happens after someone finds you. This is where continuity starts to matter. When a listener comes back to an artist, that's not random. It means something connected, something felt consistent enough to revisit. And that behavior compounds. One return becomes more streams, more catalog exploration, more time spent, which tells the platform, this artist holds attention, and the system responds to that. Most artists are still optimized for discovery. They focus on new sounds, new directions, new attempts to break through. But from the listener's perspective, that can feel disconnected. Every release feels like starting over. So even if a track works in the moment, there's nothing pulling them back. Continuity doesn't mean repetition. It means coherence, a recognizable creative identity, a consistent emotional space, a sense that each piece belongs to something larger. This is what artists like The Weeknd or Tyler the Creator execute so well. Even as their sound evolves, the world feels connected. So when listeners return, they're not just replaying songs, they're re-entering something familiar. Discovery starts the interaction, continuity sustains it. And in a system that measures what people return to, continuity becomes the real advantage. At first glance, it looks like artists are competing for attention, but underneath that, they're competing for recognition, because attention is easy to get. What's difficult is becoming something people come back to. If continuity is what drives return, then the next question is simple. What actually creates that sense of continuity in the first place?
This has been Contusion Broadcasts, where music leaves a mark, and the conversation doesn't end with the song.